tater with both feet. Do the tater, do the tater mash. Do the tater, yeah, yeah. Do the tater mash. Now that you've come to the tater scene, make sure you give your love to Poteen. Do the tater, and do the tater mash. Do the tater mash. Yeah, now that you've come to the tater scene, make sure you give your love to Poteen and do the tater mash.
Everybody's hanging at the prancing pony now. Come on, baby, try the break emotion. From Shark to Whiffendale, we've made it somehow. Come on, baby, try the break emotion. In the corner, every chorus dance with ease. We gather round like bees to honey please. So come on, try the break emotion with me. The heart of summer nights. Come on, baby, let's find wonder still. With the pipe in hand, Gaffer tells old legends cries. Come on, baby, let's find wonder still. The tales of our days spark our dreams anew. Adventures call and songs will see us through. So come on, let's find one and breathe still. Dance and laugh, making feels right. Embrace every spirits take flight under the moon in the warm twilight. You gotta clap your hands now. Come on, baby, dance around, tap your feet. Oh, babe, I think you found the beat.
In a hole in the ground they dance tonight. Guardians of Arda with all their might. Hobbits' feet are moving light underneath the park.
Mega Bonin, everybody, how's it going? Pretty sure I checked my volume. I checked my video, and everything should be pretty good. We will see, we will see. So yeah, we're gonna level up our champion to 90, and then start in on our Mariner. And I'm gonna definitely do Yellow Line because I love Yellow Line. And I know I played Red Line last time, so I know I can get away with it. I try not to play the same ones over and over. All right. Champion mount of combat. I'll just go over it real fast. I am on a medium steed, heavy bridle. The traits I do, I max out red first. Then I max out the top green, and then usually I dip into blue because it's got a little more defense. Now the actual abilities here, 1 through 3 are both dots and damage, and then 4, but oh, also they create pips. Fervor pips, and then 4 actually spends the pips. So there you have it. A champion is a very, very powerful mounted opponent. They do a lot of damage, they do it quickly, and they do it very efficiently. Holy cow, a tater, you guys. It's happening so early. If you guys don't know, we now have a new, what should we call it? Ceremony? Ritual? We have a new ritual. When we pick up taters, we are now going to add to the tater count. We are at 120 taters. We're not going to count our Golden Shire tater. But when that happens, we're going to max out or take out our music. And we are going to play the song Poteen is a Tater Head. And here we go.
Poteen is the man, he has no idea where he is. Endlessly roaming around, clueless in this world. You can't find the way, can't find the door to the way outside of the shires and more. Poteen is a tater head, taters are his passion. Every day he runs around and trips over his toes. He has too many odds, too many things to do. In his spare time, like run over your shoes. It's Poteen, he is tater obsessed. Don't let him see your girlfriend or he'll toss her in a sack. It's Poteen, it's tater obsessed. Poteen is a big poopy head, no problem, and he's the best. Won't you know, don't you know, or would you want to know? His wife is very sweet, and I think we found a better match. Poteen, it's Poteen, he's a big tater head, and folks over the head of taters. They stick out his ears and protruded out his behind. Maybe in areas where you don't want him to find. It's Poteen, oh Poteen, Poteen. Should you run away, he'll come find you again, don't worry. Stick a tater in his face, he won't know it any other way. Poteen.
There it is. It's a beautiful song. We love taters. Put our music back on. Move on with our day. There we go. We have here.
Desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I do scroll out when I'm on Mountain Bank. I do a target lock.
You aid the Horse Lords.
Looks like we're gonna make it in. We're gonna stay zoomed out and stuff because we're gonna fight up a mountain. Because we got mostly do this stuff north or south of here, I guess.
Welcome and well met, my friend. Greetings. You have a moment. I have need of your assistance.
I am playing Yellow Line, which is the massive area effect abilities. And as we start to do them a little more, once we get off our mount, I'll kind of explain the information a bit. Oh, just so nobody forgets, you guys, everybody who's on 32-bit servers, August 31st is the last time. The servers, 32-bit servers, will go dark after August 31st. So you need to transfer over now. It is much faster and simpler than it used to be. So there's no excuse. Get over here. Join us in the 64-bit server. It's better over here. But I feel like goblins, I don't. Technically, in Tolkien's world, I believe goblins, orcs, and all those are the same. Technically, the half orcs or the high, those are different. I mean, they're definitely still orcs, but I think they're Sermon's creations. Field of Thieves. Oh, this would be a good spot. This will be a good spot. Okay, so we're obviously going to do some. We're going to remote quest. Yeah. Okay, we'll cleanse us. So with this, okay, I'll go over it real fast. As long as I think we're back from break. So area effects. First thing I like to always kind of pull with Champion's Challenge. Sometimes I'll run in there alone. Because Champion's Challenge does have a 30-second cooldown. But I love that's got a debuff and it taunts. Blade Wall is the first ability in my rotation. Why I do that is it's a debuff. It also does a little bit of damage, and it hits up to 13 targets. Rend hits up to 13 targets, but this also does a bleed and adds to Fervor. Fervor is what we want to collect in order to use it to do our powerful skills. Swift Blade, this is another 13 target hit. Does a little bit of damage, a little bit of power is also returned to me, and adds another 4. Now, Born for Combat, I try to do this when there's a lot of mobs around me. It does up to 13 targets, but for every mob that this hits, you get bonus to damage buff. So it's really good for that. And if I crit, I get an added pip. Okay, so with these ones, once I fill this all up, then you have the abilities to do Raging Blade. It does 16 targets. It also costs 3 Fervor. This is a bigger ability. It costs 4 Fervor, does 13 targets. But if I crit on it, I get a 20% haste, and critical rating duration is increased. The duration is 30 seconds. And then this one is the most unique ability. It's called Fury of Blades. So what this does is it'll hit multiple targets, anybody in front of me. It gets 2 attacks, but you can use it when there's only 1 Fervor on it. But if you use it when there's 5s, when you get the maximum, and every Fervor pip that it consumes, you'll get 30% more damage. So you definitely want to use that when it's higher. I do have Clobber. This is one that interrupts. If I can't, for whatever reason I can't reach it or whatever, I have Headbutt, which is a racial. And then the big area effect stun is Mighty Blast, Horn of Gondor. That does 13 targets, stuns for 3 seconds. Okay, so for healing, I do have a bracing attack. It does cost 3 Fervor. Fight On has a 3-minute cooldown. That kind of sucks. But for 10, okay, every 2 seconds for 20 seconds, I restore 3% every 2 seconds of morale. So it's kind of a hot, but you want to put it on a little bit earlier because it is a hot. My cleanse ability, which is going to be, when I say cleanse ability, I mean anything that gets rid of disease, wound, fear, poison, things like that. That is Fear Nothing. Exchange of Blows. So this is, I put this on, has 15-second duration. Whenever I get hit by a mob, 15% or 50% of that damage is returned to them. So I reflect it and also send it back. That's kind of nice. My movement impaired ability to remove it is Blood Rage, so it gets rid of dazes, stuns, roots, things like that. Okay, so I'll go through a little trick here real fast, what I use. So I use Battle Frenzy. Battle Frenzy will give me 1 Fervor every second for 10 seconds. It adds, and also adds 5 Fervor right away. So what I use this for is kind of cheap. I will use this, and then I will do I can either do 3 things. I can either do the Interrupt if my stuff's empty. You can do Great Cleave, what Great Cleave is going to do is all of my area effect abilities cost 1 less Fervor pip and 25% area effect damage to every ability that uses area effect. but like it says, requires at least 5 fervor. So I just kind of use the Battle Frenzy to get to that. Now, Battle Frenzy only has an 8.5 second cooldown, so you can use it quite often. Now, I will also use this to access the ability Fury of Blades, because it's going to be able to do the max amount of damage. Now, another thing, say I'm getting in there, my health is starting to go down, I will use Battle Frenzy in order for me to access Bracing Attack, which is going to be my key. Alright. Now, we will see here, I'll just go with a regular fight here. There's nothing too crazy. Got a rend on him. And then I'm going to move strike. This guy, the same kind of thing. We're just going to fight. Okay, he is obviously not attached to anything because he's just floating around. Okay, that's a bead. There we go. Okay. So same thing here. We'll do this. There's a lot of targets. So we'll use this. Then I'll use my Fury. Now, let's pull everything, okay? So what we're going to do is pull it. I'm going to use my Frenzy here. This. I'm going to use my Braced Attack. And my Heart. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is go through my whole rotation. There we go. I could have waited and probably used my health a little bit faster. But like I said, the fight on, it's good. It's not great. Defeat works, bring the note and find. Let me get this up. I'm going to try to get my Twitch to kind of catch up with itself. So there you go. That's the entry of my... That's kind of the beginning of my rotations there. Obviously, there's other tricks and stuff, but for right now, that is how I use my rotations. Another thing I learned on Mounted Combat, so I do scroll out and I do character lock. It just makes it a lot easier. Another thing, you see how there's their health is above their head? That is a thing you can do in UI setups under floating something. I got an itchy nose. We're gonna, oh, he's gonna go around this fence with me, bro. There you go. So I did that because we need the Raiders for the book 12, chapter 7. Now, I've never done that before. This is the first time I've ever done that. A thing I did learn off of Mounted Combat is you can use pots. I did not know you could use health pots. So that's kind of nice.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us? What business have
Alright, what do we got? Now we need to go back. Bring the Brigand's Note to Thane. Slow down. We'll be going in E now. If you go in on your steed, it almost always turns you around backwards. I'm not quite sure why that is. I am glad they fixed.
Greetings, friend of the Rotary. Greetings. If you have a moment, I have need of your assistance.
I am a little bit behind, so if you are chatting with me, I do apologize. If you're over on YouTube, you're more than happy to come over to Twitch. I do not have my YouTube chat up right now, and if you are on TikTok, you can also come to Twitch. I think once I get my better internet, then maybe I'll be able to chat up on those. But I can probably bring it up here. Let's see. I don't really like running TikTok off of the computer. It's just not very good. But we'll see what we.
Brings you to these lands.
Okay, now we have mounted half. Okay. There we are, and the other one is this bad boy right here. Boom. There we go. All right, now we have both chats up. So I can now see YouTube and TikTok chats. So if you're over there, welcome. Mega on it. There we go. There we go. We ended that. We ended that very. Accept. Alright. And there should be another one. Boom. There's all the quests. So what do we got here? We have half orcs we need to kill. We're still trying to finish orcs there. And we need the named guys, which we already knew. Alright. So I did go over how my mounted combat is. If you guys have questions or are curious about anything, I will also jump on any other class. Horses. I did kill the name guys though because I'm a name. Okay, here's a bunch of. Oh, here's a guy. One of the name dudes. I'm just gonna keep running into that. And I'm gonna wait until I get all the way up to 5 pips. Boom! Oh, look at that. That was huge. That was huge. And they're both here? Is it my birthday? Mega Von and Julie. Over on TikTok. Well, we're gonna obviously chase this guy down. It's fine, it's fine. This is all bleed abilities, so it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It only helps me. Alright, we did that. Now we gotta defeat Goblin Skirmishers. Oh, there's a skirmisher. Mounted combat, you get around 75. You start to enter Rohan. And I just went over my champion rotation, right? Right. I don't know why, that doesn't bother me, I don't know why. They do have a lot of abilities that like slow you down, and also they like make it harder for you to turn. That's like a huge thing in Mountain Combat is your turning ability. Mega Von and what is it? LOTRO on TikTok. Oh. Got those. How many more skirmishers do we need? We need 4 more. I'm not a big fan that the male deers are red dots. Jenna Joseph, Megabon over at TikTok. How's it going? This is a skirmisher. Oh, it's not skirmisher. Get 2. 2. I'm hoping my volume's working. People can hear me. Sometimes my mic goes like it's not that OBS doesn't read my mic sometimes. I'm not sure why that is. It's more common than I would like. Well, that's gonna be a big hit. Because my Fury was up. So the Fury is the red bar that's by my horse's name in the left corner. So when the red line, wherever the red line is, that's the percentage of damage you're going to get with whatever ability you're using. So like right now it's maxed. It's going to be at 14.5% more than whatever it was. It also scales down, so you don't always get the max. If the red is like halfway, you'll get like 7% of it. 5% at like trot. Let's go get him. We don't actually have to kill this guy, but it's me. If he left me alone, I would have kept him alive. Alright, let me check my volume there real fast. If he left me alone, okay, it looks fine. It sounds fine. Somebody's attacking me, I think. There we go, we're caught up. Oh, it's a deer. Oh, dear. I'm scrolled all the way up. This is not what you want. You want to scroll out so you can see more. See how I scrolled out there? You definitely want to do that. Can you hear my background music? Okay, 8-8 there. Now I need half orcs. Once I finish the half orcs, I'm done. Alright, we're just scanning, looking. We're also looking for taters. We're always looking for taters. There's that. Is that my last one? No. 2. Hey, Moo Reaper, Megabon. How's it going? If you guys don't know the fabulous Moo Reaper, you absolutely should be. I am doing great, and yourself? Playing Enshrouded. I've heard good stuff about it. Good. Do you like Shrouded? Awesome, awesome. Lots to do. That's always good. I know a lot of people that's not good, but I always like stuff to do. It's not a. We're looking for our last hat. Last hat. Well, if you guys have not been following Moo Reaper on Twitch, you absolutely should be. There's an archer. There we go. 6 out of 6. We're done. We're done. Hey, CB, Megavon. And if you guys don't know, I caught a little bit of CB's stream earlier this week. So go give CB's from original name. But yeah, go give him a follow. Plays a ton of EVE Online. I've broken my leg. Wicked, Mega Bonnet, how's it going? Never a problem. CB, absolute honor to have you in here. Wicked, Wicked. I have not seen Wicked in a while. Let's give them a shout out. This is exciting. How is everybody doing? Wicked is also another streamer playing Sound Mind. Go give them a follow. Go check out their content. You will not regret it. How is everybody doing on this fine, fine Saturday? I just got done with a wonderful LOTRO stream. And I'm now streaming for myself. And I am going to level this guy to... Oh, absolutely. Inquiring Minds, Mega Bonnet, how is it going? Look at this. This is a packed house. Okay. Wicked does do LOTRO on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That is awesome. I did not know that. Tuesdays, I am playing New World, usually.
Stay a moment and speak with me.
Doing good. I have. It's been not great. I've had a couple streams that I've had to not do. So it's not been a great week. I think with 4th of July and all the time off, days off, it just got, So I did not finish a video this week. Those happen. Oh, the new one? Yeah, the Further Home? Yes. See, that was it. I was gonna do quests on those and do a video on that, but yeah. Did you get the bathing suit? Because that's my favorite so far. Tons of mounts.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Yeah, don't let him. I don't want them. It's true. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is just release it. I think when I finish it, I'm just going to release it. Since I'm a little bit behind. Not included the myth mode of Scotch.
Our hope lies in strength. Shadows lie along our path. We must seek to dispel them at all costs.
Gotcha, nice. So Wicked, you've moved everybody over to 64-bit? Once again, if you guys don't know, the 32-bit servers will go dark after August 31st. So be sure to get all your characters moved over. It is a lot easier and a lot faster than it used to be. Oh yeah, Prime subs. We have, we're 7 away? Did it take forever? When did you do it? Because lately it's been so fast. When I did it was right after they opened up the servers, and it took about 2 days. Well, it took a little over a day, honestly. But from what I heard, it's like 5 minutes now. I should have waited. Okay, yeah, me too. They said now it's like 5-10 minutes. So there's no excuse for you not to bring your characters over to 64-bit servers. Mine was right after. Yeah, I didn't do the VIP one. I waited until after that. So it was probably just a ton of people on at that time. And a lot of people moving their servers.
And the horse lords have need of aid.
Brigands out of the Stone Deans.
I don't regret it though. I love 64-bit servers.
Wife of Thane Ordlock of Osserley. The Thane has devised a plan of his own that appears to heartlessly use his wife as bait for the trap.
All right, here we go. Kathy Hamilton, Mega Vonnen, welcome in over on TikTok. How's it going?
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
I noticed it runs a little smoother. I can go around in congested places a little better than I used to.
Of the White Hand, we stride
So.
into a danger that we cannot hope to overcome.
And the biggest thing is, I know they're going to stop. Windows itself is going to stop support 32-bit. Mega Vonnen over on TikTok. How's it going, everybody?
Rohirrim will need your aid.
I love myself. Welcome in. What is that? What is that? Oh yeah, followers. We are 3 followers away from a Care Bear stream. So that's good stuff. I'm now streaming on TikTok, Facebook, or TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch now. Okay, where's this guy? There should be a campsite. There's a slug. Now I will show you how I handle signatures and a bunch of mobs with my rotation. I'm gonna shout. I don't know where he's at. He's much. I'm going to use Champion's Challenge, Battle Frenzy, Great Cleave, and then I'll probably drop Blades of Fury. There we go. All right, here we are. I'm trying to finish this up so I can. Get on my yellow line Mariner. That's where the fun's gonna begin. Yellow line champion is not one of my favorite lines, but it is fun, and I have grown to respect yellow line. What do we need? We need marsh crows. This is hard for me. I love crows. It's my favorite animal. That was one. I don't understand anything. I think I got 2 diamonds on TikTok. I don't know what that means. And the roses. I think it's a penny. I'm not quite sure. I'm still learning over. Go. And yeah, as soon as you get your blades up, the blade abilities, just start dropping. See how many you can get off one. Okay, this is, I don't know if you guys remember a few zones ago. But this is right ahead of me there is the or Entwash, which is kind of where we start our level 80s. And then we go to Surfrost, then Wildermore, then East or West Rohan, and we end up here towards the end. But I did do the East Fold for the first time. I think I'm going to continue to run that. Mega Vonnen, how is it going? What are you up to? How was your week? I hope everybody had a great 4th. I had an awesome LOTRO stream. So I'm trying to scan all the chats to make sure. Looking for taters. We have 120 taters. And when we fight Tater, we obviously have a song. Because that'd be crazy. But here's the thing, okay? In this chat, on this stream, we like to party, okay? We don't party like other people, though. We don't get drunk. We like to sing, and we like it. Okay, we like it. Oh, we got to level 9. I'm not being infested. Okay, let's finish the slugs, and then, because we're not gonna come back down. Let's finish the slugs, and then we will start our Mariner at level 80. Who is excited? I do apologize if my chat is a little bit... we're going to be getting fiber optics here soon. I'm trying to see how far everything is. Oh, wow. Twitch is very far behind. Very, very far. Now it's not. Oh, do we have to kill this guy again? Where are these slugs? Where's the slug? I don't want any more crows. I don't even think they're for a deed anymore. Nope. No. New. Alright. So I'll show you how I handle signatures and multiple mobs with Yellow Line. I'm going to use Challenge. Then I'm going to use Battle Frenzy, which gives me a bunch of pips. Then I'm going to use Great Cleave because that makes my area effect damage 25% harder. I'll probably drop Fury of Blades. Or, actually, I think I'm going to drop Born for combat, then Fury of Blades. I'll try to heal myself if I need it. Do not need it, Bill. But yeah, anytime I have the ability to use my blades, the Fury of Blades and stuff, I'm gonna do it. So there it is. There's a little bits of what behind the scenes rotation. Now I am gonna talk rotations and stuff and little tricks I know a little more. So you may hear me repeat things over and over. But the reason is because I've joined a couple more streams, like TikTok and stuff, so people really kind of know what I'm all about. I love rotations, and I love breaking down mechanics of characters, and that goes for every MMO I play. Which, if you didn't know now, Mondays I play Elder Scrolls Online. I stream it. Then on Tuesdays and Wednesdays I play New World Eternum. And then Thursday through Saturday, sometimes Sunday, I play Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings Online is my main one. I love it. It's my favorite MMO. And I just sprinkle the other ones in there because they're newer to me. I'm learning them. They're very fun. We need 2 more slugs. Oh, the coffer I have on right now is the Loyal Knight coffer. It's absolutely awesome. It's one of my favorite coffers so far. Not that I didn't like the sand one. Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to do, so that I don't burn out. And I still want to get on. And it seems to be working pretty good. I may switch Elder Scrolls Online to after July. I may change it to Tales of the Shire because I am super pumped about that. That's why you like 3D printing. See? Great minds think alike. I don't know what happened to us, but people do say great minds do like to think alike. I don't think that fits us, but, you know. So, yeah, that is... oh, we did it. All right, let's get out of here. We got to level 90. We did it. Should we beat this guy up again? Let's beat him up. He deserves it. Hold on. But yes, I have chats up now, so we're ready to rock and roll, you know? A bird attacking me. So we're gonna go to my favorite line of the Mariner. We're gonna do Yellow Line. Yellow Line is crowd control, a ton of debuffs. It is like, if I can't tank, then I want crowd control. And then after that, I want healing. And then if you make me DPS, I'm gonna cry. No, I'm kidding. I do like DPS to like learn stuff, like when I'm going through instances or dungeons, and I'm in groups. DPS is a nice thing because then what I'm really watching is the tanks and stuff, seeing how they're pulling, seeing where they're pulling to, why they're doing the stuff they're doing. So that guy's a key. Boom. Okay, so we're gonna end this here. We're gonna exit now. I do have every class over 90 or 290 or higher now, except for my Mariner and my Burglar. They're both 80, but they will be 90 very soon. 91. Oh, he's in Furthermore. That's fine. He leveled up doing the Midsummer Quest. I wanted to get him the staff, and I did get it for him, and I don't regret it at all. The Warden is my second favorite class of all times. Rune Keeper is a good healer, Hunter, Minstrel, Captain. I do like Captain Yellowline Brawler, Boring. See, Champion just got the 50 now. Let's do a River Hobbit. And then my favorite is obviously my level. 150 Guardian is my favorite class. Let's go put the bathing suit on. Warden is the best class. Bane, Megavonin, how's it going? Bane agrees it's the second best class ever. If you haven't seen, Bane just finished a tower. On his Lego, it's about 3 feet tall. It is huge. Bathing suit, yeah, bro. You want to see it? Are you ready for this? Buckle up. Boom. Look at that. Oh, I forgot to claim my alliance stuff. There we go. Yeah, bro. You need to get over there and get this bathing suit. We're going to see it here. Ready? In all of its glory. Be ready. We are 3 followers from a Care Bear stream. If you guys don't know what a Care Bear stream is, are not familiar with it, I dress up in my Care Bear hat with a Care Bear shirt. We listen to Care Bear music, and we just we hang out and party. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. I even went with the bow because I thought it would be cute. No regrets. You know what? If I had that Victorian-looking bathing suit, oh, I would do a bathing suit stream. My body looks very similar to that Hobbit's, so you know. I wish chat just came out for this for TikTok, but it doesn't. And that sucks. What titles do we have? Oh, yeah. Okay, so what were we in? We were in red line. We are going to switch to yellow line now. Okay? I do have yellow line abilities here. Yeah, so I will be changing these. when I can change these, like when I can reforge, I'm going to be changing the names of these to the actual color that they're going to. There is a way to quick lock your items, and it is Alt, left click, Control T. I think there's another way. Yeah, I think you can click this lock up here and also click on them, but I'm old school. Okay, so we need to change our potato number, okay? Our potato number now is... What was it, 38? Something like that. Let me check real fast. 37, I apologize. 37. 37, there we go. All right, now we're good to go. Now we're all caught up. So, I'm not going to do this. I don't want to.
Hello, friend.
This is for VIPs, but I'm going to use it because I need this. Okay. We obviously have all of this room. I'm going to sell all. I don't think I have repair. I need to see what's in just my regular vaults here. We're back. We got the Mariners Row. I have Montans. Hero of the Line. I'm not going to use it. I do have black keys in here. I have cosmetic armor of the Great Alliance. I have a outdoor market housing collection. That's interesting. I'm gonna put that. Maybe I'll just keep it. I'll have to do that at some point. Put it on my housing. We have trace points. We do not want to withdraw these. That is just a sell. That is just something to get rid of. What is this? Finisher skills, swordplay, defensive, fate, vitality, physical advanced. I don't really do the defensive buffs yet. Apparently I don't open up any of my gift boxes. I haven't opened up my sand or my cosmetic for that. Get my goose. Get my goose. Lisa Kelly, Megabon, and over on you, TikTok. I'm gonna get this. This is an amazing one. This is the style of the Loyal Knight, but it's the milestone. It's very cool. This is cosmetics. Alright, so we're just gonna not put it in for you because we're not gonna use the cosmetics, okay? So yellow line, this is called the Rover line. It is an absolute awesome line. Belly of Brine, nice, I probably use that. Healing modifier. Careful aim, I hate that. This is ground targeted. I'm not a big fan of that. Okay. So here we go. Are these all okay, they're actually just that's why did I put this here? I don't know why I would need that. Okay, so as I was saying, the Rover line is use anything on hand that hinders foes. It is a very fun line, a lot of pots to be thrown at. Feet, there is a ton of debuffs. There is an amazing amount of kind of heals. And there is, which Throm of the Sea, in my mind, is one of the best crowd control abilities. Okay, we're gonna go to South 3. If we don't do that, I think we gotta go to West. So what I'm gonna do is, before we do that, I'm gonna take my options. I'm gonna lower this to very low. It allows me to move around towns and stuff a little better. So we should be level 81 pretty quickly there. As you saw, I have a ton of rested experience. I am going to be using the ability called Juggler Proficiency. A lot of the abilities I'm going to use are called Haversacks abilities. I guess I should go. Now I can attack.
What can I do for you?
I could not attack before, but now I can. I'll tell you what I can attack. So we're going to be starting in what is Intwash. And that was like the place I was showing you where my champion was. This is going to be across the way from it. Now the Mariner is a very... Now we are going to want to go to... I don't think we have snowboard over here. Interact ways over here. Probably going to go to the Great River, it looks like. Sorry about that, I was looking through here. Once we get to a safe place, we will... I'll up the graphics a bit, but this just helps me move around a little better, especially while I'm streaming, to lower the graphics. Snowboard. We're gonna go to Hardwick. Smithereens, Megavon. That's just a good name.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Okay, we're gonna spend a myth roll. We want to go to Entworth. Airworth is where we want to go. We're gonna do quests here. Here we go. This is the right place? Yes, this is the right place. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do options. I think I'm just gonna go medium. It could go up to high, but why? There's a stable mass.
What brings you to these lands?
Okay. Okay, so basically how the yellow line rotation is going to go, this little bar over here, this is the balance bar. This is for Mariner. Think of it like a ship. So either you're in the aft position or forward, or the forward position backwards. Another way to look at it is fencing. That's the way I like to look at it. It seems to make the most sense to me. So if you're leaning forward too fast or too much, then you'll fall over. Or if you're backing up too much and going defensive, then you're Megavon and Epic, how's it going? Then you will fall backwards. So that's kind of how... Let's see here. I wonder... I mean, I'm going to go high. I don't know. We're streaming the TikTok. We'll see how it goes. But this is very pretty graphics at this level. Oh, I forgot.
Hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
Will you aid the horse lords?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
There we go. I apologize. I am still working on. Like I said, I have not streamed much on TikTok, so I'm still learning the ins and outs of that. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, with the Mariner. So I was saying with that. So if you are up in here, you'll get buffs in between these two diamonds. However, if you go too far up here and you stay up in this diamond, then you will get stunned in the middle of combat. Same thing for the aft position or the aft side. So you do need to keep an eye on that. How you're going to do that is you're going to balance it with these. So they're called attunements. So the aft position or red side is going to be attuned to the red, and every ability will tell you underneath how that works. I won't get into complexities of it yet. Hey, absolutely, CB. Thank you so much. If you guys are not following CB, you should absolutely be doing it. Playing a lot of EVE Online. You will not regret it. Get over there. And until the next time we see your CB, may you continue your adventures to the heart of a hobbit. Thank you so much for swinging by. I'll get into the abilities at some point, but they are weird in the fact that abilities will kind of matter. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. If you guys don't know how to name your pet, do /C pet, rename, and then I'm going to name it after this person here, which we will see in a moment. I don't know if it does underscores. Does not. So we'll do C space rename. Boom, there we go. Because we don't have a character with your new name on it, so there you go. So I do use the haversacks a lot. I like the sledge one. So every cooldown I'm going to throw, it's going to be a little longer of a cooldown, but each one has its own debuff. So that's why it's really powerful. If I need to get into red real fast, which is where when I start to get into here, that's when I can start using my finishers. But the neat thing about this class is they also have recenter. So when I do stuff, I can recenter it back in. And that's how I'm going to save a lot of trouble, is recentering it so I can either go back to red. Let's take a wild guess. Which kid do we think it is? I'm going to go with this guy right here. Wrong.
There is so much danger.
Wrong.
I am afraid. I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
Tilwolf. I don't think it's the same one every time, but
I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
alright, there we go. Okay, so in this line, it's a lot of crowd control. I will use, in order to get to like where I can start to use finishers, I will use Breath of the Fire, North Wind. These are all going to attune me very fast to one side. This is an interrupt, but I don't really use it all that much. Flick and Step Back is kind of a defensive ability, but you know, that's what I think. So the abilities I'm going to line up here, these all are going to like combo on each other. So every ability has two abilities that can be followed with that give it different abilities or different damage or buffs or debuffs. It just depends. So you want to read them and then decide how you want to line your rotation. As a rotation lover, the Mariner is a very, very fun and interesting class for that particular reason.
My parents say that strangers
If you do want it explained a little better, You can go to my YouTube, go to playlist Mariner, and in there, under the newer ones with the timestamps on them, you can skip around, and I do explain the Mariner a little better than what I just did. If that makes sense. Oh, yeah, let's do this. So, Shift M will bring up my horse. I'm going to be doing a light steed with a light bridle. And I'm going to respec all of this. Uh-oh. Mega Von and War, how's it going? Let's get a shout out to him. There it is. There it is. If you guys do not know, we will make it so. We're going to shut that. Oh, it goes wonderful. We found taters already. It's been pretty good. All right, I will be quiet during these songs. I'm going to dismiss that because my chat actually will cover it up. It gets weird. So there you go. I'm going mute.
Oh, Mrs. Auburn, your smile lights the night. In your arms I feel right. You and me, it's love so bright. Walks in the sunlight, laughs in the rain. With you I feel no pain. Together we're one flame. Mrs. Aubowen, can't you see? You and me, love eternally. Mrs. Aubowen, hear my plea. Stay with me eternally. Your touch is so tender. Your eyes are so clear. With you I've no fear. In your love I revere. Each moment with you feels like a dream. In your love I beam. Together we'll scream through highs and lows. Wherever we go, our love will flow. Forever it'll grow. Walks in the sunlight, laughs in the rain. With you and me, with you and me, with you. Eternally. Your touch is so tender. Your eyes are so clear. With you I've no fear. In your love I revere. Each moment with you feels like a dream. In your love I beam. Together we'll scream through highs and lows. Wherever we go, our love will flow. Forever it'll grow. Walks in the sunlight, laughs in the rain. With you I feel no pain. Together we'll scream. Mrs. Aubowen, can't you see? You and me love eternally. Mrs. Aubowen, hear my plea. Stay with me eternally. Your touch is so tender. Your eyes are so clear. With you I've no fear.
All right, thank you so much. We are going to do an encore because we missed it the first time.
Oh, Mrs. Auburn, your smile lights the night. In your arms I feel right. You and me, it's love so bright. the sunlight, laughs in the rain. With you I feel no pain. Together we're one flame. Mrs. Obowen, can't you see? You and me, love eternally. Mrs. Obowen, hear my plea. Stay with me eternally. Your touch is so tender, your eyes are so clear. With you I've no fear. In your love I revere. Each moment with you feels like a dream. In your love I beam. Together we'll scream through highs and lows. Wherever we go, our love will flow. Forever it'll grow. Walks in the sunlight, laughs in the rain. With you and me, with you and me, with you. Italy, your touch is so tender, your eyes are so clear. With you I've no fear. In your love I revere. Each moment with you feels like a dream. In your love I beam. Together we'll scream through highs and lows. Wherever we go, our love will flow. Forever it'll grow. Walks in the sunlight, laughs in the rain. With you I feel no pain. Together we'll scream. Mrs. Obowen, can't you see? You and me, love eternally. Mrs. Obowen, hear my plea. Stay with me eternally. Your touch is so tender, your eyes are so clear. With you I've no fear.
The TikTok taters. War's everywhere. War is so hard. It's so hard to keep an eye on all of these channels. Let's put our music back on. Yep. All right. Now we should be back for a while. I'm trying to see what would be good here, because I know I have some stuff to throw. That's a recenter mounted. These I do not need anymore. Energy brush, a feign injury. I don't know if these are. I don't think I have those. Okay, so these are obviously very fast cooldown. So we're gonna kind of learn how we're gonna do this. Okay, we have this. Now the Mariner, it looks like he's gonna be a hybrid. He's gonna be a little bit. There we go. Okay, of damage and of. Okay, TikTok taters. I'm probably gonna steal that. Just a heads up. Of range and close. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. I haven't really mounted combat this guy yet. But yeah, that's what it's kind of looking like. Okay, this guy lays down some damage though. It's kind of sick. That's good to know. I ain't mad. I ain't mad about it. I'll probably slow down and try to finish him off a little quicker, so my mount doesn't take as much damage. Okay. So that's very, very nice. He does a ton of damage very quick. Paul Frank. Yeah, I like that. I like what's going on. Gonna dive in. Gonna throw this. This is a debuff too. Boom. Okay. Okay. So let's see. We want to reset. This is gonna not move it anywhere, but it does cause a bleed, so that's nice. This does that, and it anchors to anchored thrust damage. Okay, so it's going to give me 25% more to anchor. So it enables anchored thrust, which is this one. Anchored thrust, is your feet stirrups, make a powerful finishing swing. Re-steady may be used. That must be this one. So that's a finish. That does damage and up to 7 targets. That does damage up to 7 targets, but it's a debuff too, so that's nice. So we'll see. We're still learning. The amount of combat here is it's red. We're in a lot of light. That's kind of spooky. I don't know if I like having that much light. We'll see, because I do get close in melee. That's a debuff. Let's get me anchored. There we go. Okay. 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 Hey, Megavon, and thank you so much for the hearts over on TikTok. D Stoke, how's it going? So yeah, mounted combat is obviously I'm pro mounted combat. I like mounted combat. Hey, Shanty Man Gaming, Megavon, and thank you so much for the follow. With that, I think we are now 2 follows away from a Teletubby stream, which if you guys don't know what that is, I will dress up like a Teletubby and with a hat and a shirt, and then I play Teletubby songs that are all custom made, LOTRO related and Teletubby related. No, Care Bear related. I apologize. We're almost to a Care Bear. Teletubbies for bits. Care Bears for followers. Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay, that was nice. That's Paw Prince, isn't it? So that time I just went all strictly melee damage. And that was pretty devastating. So maybe that's the way. When I do mounted combat, I scroll out, but I also do target lock. And I believe that is the X is the default button for that. It does help to fight in target lock. It helps, especially in mounted combat. I don't do it off of mounted combat because I don't like that. There we go. But a like from you, from TikTok, exciting. There we go. Now what's this guy's deal? Where'd he go? There he is. There's a couple ways to fight on mounted combat. The one I prefer is what I call jousting or figure 8 style, which is where I let the Fury, which is the red line here, fill up. So wherever the red line is, it does unscale. So like 8.5 or 8.9, if my red is there but it's still yellow, I'll get the 8.9 instead of the 15. 15 is just what it's showing you the max of what you're going to get. And how that works is when I hit, when it says 15, whatever the ability is, I'll get the ability plus 15% more damage. Like right here, that's about 8.9 more damage because I wasn't up all the way at the max there. But I do. I'm a big fan of mounted combat. I try to learn it on all the classes. So Shift M is how you do it. I'm running light with light bridle, which makes me very agile, but not. I can't take a ton of damage. How I like to set up my steed, my traits is I like to go all red, then do all the green, and then from there decide if I want to go yellow or blue as my backup. And the reason is there's not a lot of group content. For mounted combat, so I do have a tendency to not really worry about that too much. Okay, what does that do? Steady and immune to stuns, not to roots. Okay, okay. So instead of it being a thing, this is actually it's like a buff. Very cool. So yeah, with the Mariner, it's a combination of both up range, close and range attacks. Which another one that does that well is the Warden. The Warden is a very good range and close combat, or not combat specifically. A dragon should be landing there any minute now. Okay, we want bowls though. The bowl usually moving around. There's calves. There's the bowl. We're gonna pull him. Yep, there we go. Another bowl right there. Another thing that's nice is range attacks. They can be behind you when you shoot range attacks, so that's not really a hindrance. But with melee, you have to be facing. So that's just something else to kind of strategize around. Here we go. Here we go. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna obviously do all the range stuff first. Boom. We leveled to 81. Uh-oh, what? Okay, let's see what we got. Death from Above, that's one of my favorite segments ever. And the festival, I'm not doing the festival on this character. I did do the festival on the other guys. Shift I, if you do if you do VIP, you can get what is called the Legendary Item Award Track, and that's what this is. And this is just a way to get more buffs. Ancient scripts, which I'll explain at some point later. If you guys are on TikTok or YouTube and you want to learn more about classes and stuff, you can go to my YouTube channel. Under playlist, look for the class you're interested in. If it's newer, it will be, that is amazing for redline. That's an amazing redline ability. Single target hit, that's blue. I want red. Yes, there it is. So sea salt duration. It's yellow. Now it's going to go to legendary. That's so good. But yeah, if you do that, go to my playlist. I have one on every class. And look for the timestamped one so you can skip all the boring stuff. You've already heard me talking for a little while. You know there's a lot of boring stuff. Oh, we need hides and stuff, so I guess we're just throwing it all. At some point, I'll show you how the Mariner works off the mount, because that's actually some of my favorite. We'll just keep doing the dragon until we find all the bowls. We need 2 more bowls, but I don't mind. I don't mind killing a dragon. We're gonna kill a bunch of them the next day. There's like a cave, and there's a bunch of them there. There's a skirmisher. And that's the nice thing too, as you saw with me on the champion, I can really only fight when I'm near him. That's what's nice about this character. I can actually fight while I'm near and away. So as long as I time out my abilities well, I can be constantly doing damage. So that's kind of sweet. Well, we're not headed anywhere. Yeah, the dragon's lair's there, but I'm gonna go this way. I wonder if we can reforge yet. We can, okay. So I'm gonna reforge. Now, the thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna rename all of my abilities, or all of my weapons. So this is the stout bag. That has to be this. That is. This is now gonna be we'll still use the name. Blue bag. And why I'm doing that is it's actually gonna match up with whatever. See, red seas. This is gonna be the red sword. Why I'm doing this is so I have so many classes, so many characters. I'm just gonna simply rename it so that I know red goes with red build, yellow goes with yellow build. Trick bag. This is gonna be yellow line, right? Yeah. So it just makes it easier for me. I started just kind of renaming them lately because I was forgetting what goes with what. So it's just, this is easy. Trust me, it's easier this way. Okay, this is Lol sword. So this is going to be my yellow line sword, I believe. Yes. So this is boring, but it is necessary. I should have done it in the beginning. And then the last one, yes, Wave Wall. This is going to be my... I mean, those are pretty solid names, though, you know? For me, who just names people, or names my pets and stuff after viewers, that's pretty impressive. Those are pretty good names. There we go. Alright, so now we should be set pretty good. Okay, let's get on our way. Okay. I don't know why this guy had to be this way. He should have known. I told him I was doing a thing, but he's like, I don't care. I'm gonna attack him. Yeah, there we go. See, I don't. It's just death. It's absolute carnage. It is a very powerful class. I still think, even in yellow or blue, it is one of the top single target damage classes in the game. Especially once you learn how to manage the balance. What is it? Balance board. The attunement meter. Balance meter. They can be very, very dangerous. Oh, I want to say but I am playing yellow line. This is the line that debuffs heavily and does a ton of crowd control. So a lot of lulls. Whoa, we got some lag. We got some rubber banding. Where's the bowl? There he is. But he's dead, isn't he? He's dead, isn't he? There's the bowl. Oh, like I was saying with the figure 8, there is another way to fight. Instead of figure 8ing it like I was doing, or what I call it the jousting method or strategy. There is the circle of death. This is much easier. You just kind of go up, you go half speed, don't go full speed, and you just kind of circle. Just like that. The reason I have a tendency not to use it, I like that fury to go up a little bit higher in between fighting, and I don't want to take as much damage, so that's why, you know, being away from them kind of cuts the damage down a bit. But both are legitimate. One of them, I mean, that one I just showed you is very effective when you're in the melee. Big, you know, champion, guardian, mounts classes. There's a trap against this guy's deal. Oh, because I'm wearing Croft. We're going to go to Sir Croft next. That's a new deed. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Okay, we don't have any bowls here. We do need some fur, so let's just go some ivory. That's a hide. I feel like the bowls are gonna have the ivory. No, it doesn't. There's a Drake gonna land here, and we're gonna fight about it. There he is. Oh, there's a bowl. And as you can see, you can do constant pressure with the Mariner. The Warden's the same way. They can do range angles. There's the old ivory. Okay, so we've done that. The Val, or you know where that's at. Drakes, we can grab that after this. Okay, this should be pretty good. I am going to take these off. These kind of suck. Not that they're... It's what they do is they always show you where that person who gives you the quest is from, and it always makes you think there's quests back where you just were at. So those quests I have a tendency to remove. Alright, let's just circle them. See? It's really whatever you want to do. I don't use the mouse to twirl around, or I don't move with the mouse. Everything I do is keyboard. So that's probably another reason why I do the jousting style. But both are legitimate. It's whichever one you're more comfortable with. It's just preference. Oh, I don't know if I have a point. Do not. I can't wait. Oh, we're gonna fight. We're gonna actually fight. So I will go through my actual rotations here once we get into like the Dragon's Lair, and it will not be on mounts, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
What brings you to these lands? Rohirrim have need of your services.
See, like that. See, it says assist, assist, assist. That means it's this guy. So now we're going to grab his quest.
Will you aid us? The Rohirrim have need of your services. Our success
And see, it says assist. We're going to actually remove this because it'll always just show him. And I hate that. Okay. Now, for those that are newer to TikTok and stuff, this is Lord of the Rings Online. It is free game. You can download it. There are actual streamers on Twitch that actually they play it completely free. I think Goshal is one. I want to say Um, Eclectic Gamer is also one that does free.
There is so much danger. I am afraid. I am not supposed
Oh,
to
here we
speak
go. All right, what do we
with
got? We got a pendant. What are we? We are wearing medium armor. Is that correct? Yes. So that means we are agility heavy. We want to get agility heavy items, just like that. They don't really tell you that, but yeah, that is kind of how it works. Whatever armor you have, then that'll kind of tell you what your ability or what you're looking for in stat wise. If you're light armor, you're looking for will. If you're medium armor, you're looking for agility, and if you're heavy armor, you're looking for fight. Vitality is one that everybody kind of needs, and fate is another one that if you are a healer, things like that, even other casters are looking for that too. But just as a quick, like, fast little note, medium armor, always agility, heavy armor, always might, and light armor, always intelligence.
Our mission is dire.
Deliver battle homes. I like the scent of flower. Now, yellow line is a little bit different than the other two. Blue line is a shanty crawler, so it's really good for groups, buffs, heals, things like that. Red line is just damage. It's just straight out damage. You're basically going to use the blue just to kind of slow it down a bit. But for the most part, you're going to go all out. You're going to want to stay in between these two diamonds, these two gems here, and just unleash the damage. But yeah, once again, the Mariner is an absolute monster of damage. So when I first started streaming, there was a guy who asked what my favorite ability was, and that's always stuck with me. So I try to have a favorite ability for every class. For this one, it is Throm of the Sea. I think it's the best crowd control ability in the game currently. And the other one is, this is a neat one, it's called Rummage. Now, Rummage, it has a few things you can pull out, but each one has a very, very unique effect. So, like a dagger has just a heavy dot on it. There's one that heals. There's and it's all random. That's what's cool about it. It's kind of a neat ability.
What brings you to these lands?
There we go. We always got to hold this guy. This guy's always out here by himself. There it is.
Greetings, friend.
Okay, so we've done that. Vendor halls. Okay, we need to sew warm blankets. Assist gold win, a gold wine. Find the entrance to the lair. That we're going to do in a minute, because we're going to do two of these together. And by then, I will show you the rotation I'm talking about. I don't think I've explained the rotation well with my without mounted combat. I have explained mounted combat, but I haven't explained it without mounted combat. Like I said, yellow line's heavy debuff, a lot of crippling, dazes, things like that. I went all white with this outfit because it reminded me of. Oh my word! Who's the one that flew the ship into battle at the dagger? Oh, El Lorenzo, I think is it. So I wanted to kind of look like that, so that's why I went with this outfit. What's the sack of... Oh, the sack of vegetables up there in there. Yeah, that's it. Potatoes! Have we had a potato yet? Boom. Now we gotta deliver one. One more. I feel like she could take all 5 blankets, though. This is like an infirmary, you know? Here we go. Now we'll cook some pies. Cook some pies about it. Now we need to deliver some pies. This guy wants a pie.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
This guy wants a pie.
Our mission is dire.
It's an old meat pie. I'm gonna sell my stuff. Can't sell those. What is this? What can I not sell? Skirmish bounty. I feel like I should care, but I don't. Moving on.
Time is short. So is hope.
What brings you to these lands?
We still need 4 drinks. What else? Oh, we got blankets and stuff. Like that, it's everything. We gotta go here. There's a little spot in between the scaffoldings. It was like a wall inside a wall. Inside a wall. Which kind of makes sense.
We keep safe these lands, but for how long?
Welcome and well met, my friend.
What business have you
Right.
with the Rohirrim?
And here we go.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
5 of 5. And always this guard. Always with this guard. Alright, we're just gonna... We're gonna do steeds.
Welcome, my friend.
Boom. Alright, now this one we're gonna go around. This is gonna go much faster. You know what's weird is the stream on Twitch kind of goes behind, but if you refresh it, it's caught up. So that's very bizarre, but whatever. It might be my internet then, it's probably not the stream itself. Upon further investigations, I figured the thing out. He's gonna have 2 quests on him.
What brings you to these lands?
Aren't you, buddy?
Aid or no?
Oh, we finished one thing. 7 successful deeds. We only need 850 LOTRO points for the next thing, which is where I'm gonna. I have some stuff I'm gonna create. Okay, what do we get? We need to go talk to assistant. I don't think we can do gold win until later. I have to do this. Okay, we're going to the next place. Okay, now once we get to this area, I will be able to show you the rotations. It's kind of lengthy being able to explain the rotations of the Mariner, because it's going to be different depending on what people are willing to use at levels and stuff, because there's actually quite a few options. When you use an ability, you can follow it usually by 2 different abilities that give it kind of different effects. I'll show you what I mean. It's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy. It's a very unique class and a very unique take on a class, if that makes sense. It will. Oh, absolutely, Ink. Thank you so much for swinging in and hanging out. And if you guys are not following Ink, you absolutely should be. Another awesome streamer, does a 3D wizard and a LOTRO load of knowledge. And Inquiring Minds wants to know, until we see you next time, may you continue your adventures with the heart of a hobbit. Alright. So I'll show you what I mean here. The rotations on the Mariner is pretty extensive. Good night. So we're probably going to start off right here, right away. Yes, indeed. I think this is a signature, if I'm not mistaken. It is. Okay. So we'll just start off with what it is. I'm going to throw one of these abilities because I want to debuff right away. I use these 3 on purpose because they all have different cooldowns. This one has the shortest cooldown. But these are debuffs. That's going to make me go into combat. Okay, so we have On Guard. On Guard, as you can see, is, because at the bottom it says Attunement 3. That means it's going to move the Attunement 3 to whatever the center is. This is a very unique ability. This is the only one that has that center icon. The rest of them are going to have a blue arrow going to the left or a red arrow going right. This is the only one that is actually a neutral ability. Okay, so what you see there is right away for 10 seconds we'll get 5% run speed, okay? That you just get to your ability right now. Most of these abilities, especially Mariner, they're going to have a thing that happens right away. Then there's going to be like a thing that hovers for like 10 seconds. And then whatever ability you use in that 10 seconds will get you usually a buff or debuff or more damage, anything like that. An effect, I guess, would be the best way to say it. So, if I use On Guard, I will get 5% run speed right away for 10 seconds. Then I'll get power returned to me. And if I use Blade Shield, my parry chance will be increased by 50%. However, if I choose to use thrust damage after this, then my thrust damage will be increased by 1%. So basically you have a buff that's just lingering on you for 10 seconds until you decide what ability you want to use. Okay, I choose thrust every time. Okay, so I'm going to use On Guard, then thrust, which will give me 100% thrust damage. Okay, now if I followed this by advance, I'll get 30% damage, increase or advance. I also always get single target damage increased by 10% as long as this buff is on me for 10 seconds. 25% aggressive strike damage, okay? But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set into what is Blade Shield, okay? Now, had I followed on guard, had I followed this with Blade Shield instead of Thrust, I would get 50% Blade Shield parry chance right away. And then I would also get 25% parry chance. Just for using this ability, I will get that automatically. But if I pair it right after on guard, I will actually get 75% parry chance for 6 seconds. Okay? Now, whatever ability I follow this up with, I either can do Repost, which will give me 50% damage, plus 100% chance for a Repost to increase target's incoming damage. Okay? Or if I use the ability Step Back, I will get 15% damage reduction. Because I'm going to go with damage, I'm going to choose Repost. So Repost, I'm going to do 50% more damage of the Repost that I have. And 100%, it will debuff my target to do incoming damage decreased. Okay? So a debuff. Now, had I used Step Back, I'll get 15% damage reduction, plus 25% partial evade chance, because those two stack on each other. Okay? After this, I can use Advanced Damage, which is what I'm going to do. Why I'm going to do that, Advanced Damage does 30% more damage, but I have 100% chance for it to stun my opponent. Because I chose Repost first, then I followed with Advance, I have a 100% chance of that happening. Okay, and then after this, I'm going to use Advance. Now Advance, I'm going to get the buff I got from Repost. And now Advance, I'm also going to get 100% for Debilitating Strike to disarm my target. And that's what I'm following it with. But you could choose to follow it up with a Finisher, which you get 15 or 50% more damage on the Finisher. Or Dramatic Flourish critical chance potency by 10%. So that's totally up to you. It just depends on what you want to do there. Okay, now these ones are a little bit different. This is my crowd control abilities. So Thrum of the Sea, like I said, I think is one of the best, if not the best, dazing ability in the game. Intimidating Challenge, this is going to be a fear, but it also debuffs. This also debuffs. This has a 40-second duration, 25-second cooldown, or 50-second cooldown. What's nice about this duration is 40 seconds. The cooldown is 27 seconds. So basically, as long as I don't, and the daze is 25 seconds. So basically, I have 2 seconds of downtime before I can cast this again on a person. That's it. That's this thing. You can basically hold somebody indefinitely in Thrum of the Sea. Another one I use when things are very, very close to me is Volatile Assaults. This just throws Volatile Assaults. It just throws something up in the air. It does up to 8 targets and it dazes them for 20 seconds. So it's just a way to kind of gain control over something that's kind of went sideways. Now, Throwing Ballless. This is an 8-target, 25-second root, but it has 50% chance of being broke by damage. Now that's the difference between a root, a daze, and a stun. Roots you can break the damage, but it's not all the time. Dazes, they're almost always 100%. If you hit something that's dazed, it will break the daze. Now stuns are the opposite. Stuns, they're usually a shorter duration, but the opponent cannot do anything while it's stunned. Okay? They can't damage you, it can only take damage. I do also have some heals here. Oh, I guess I should go with the Finisher. So as I get this, if my red abilities go beyond this first little gem, I can access what is called Finishers. Now, what is unique about Finishers, and what's neat about this, is you can use both of these Finishers at once. They do not cancel each other out. However, you will put this all the way up to this, and you will get a stun effect unless you do a recenter ability. Okay? And recenter just puts it right back in. Okay, so lunge, it's going to do damage. I don't think I have anything that does lunge after this. Yes, So with this one, if I use Debilitating Strike, I'll get 1% damage, but also 100% chance for Lunge to trigger a Fellowship maneuver, which is awesome when you're in groups. So this will happen. Lunge does a ton of damage, and I'll follow it up with what is called Draining Strike. This drains power from them, and it gives it to me, but it also does a ton of damage. But this will actually max this all the way out, and then I want to use Recenter. Both of these say on here, this Swordplay finisher enables Recenter, and that happens with both of those finishers there. I believe there's another one. This one, if I disengage, it gives a heal, but I won't be doing any of that. Now, the heals I'm going to be using is Toss the Bottle. This is a very powerful heal for myself. 50-second cooldown. Steady Traveler. This is another heal, temporary damage reduction. Belly of Brine. This is what is called my I call them cleansing abilities. Every class has a cleansing ability. This will get rid of diseases, poisons, fire, fear, wounds. But every time it dispels, which this is unique, this is the newest class, and they have a kind of an added-on ability. If it does dispel something, you will also get a little bit of heal. This is a Shanty I always put on all of my characters. This one is just a heal. It's going to put my max morale up. If you're in a raid, it would do 10% more max for everybody that's in the raid for 20 meters. Oh, 20 minutes, I apologize. And then the effects apply to Fellowship. It'll also heal anybody that's within 40 meters, and I'll also get a little bit of power. This is a racial. This is exclusive catch. I don't use it all that often, but you might see me dabble into it. Okay? I hope that kind of explains it. I'll show you how it works here. We're going to throw this down. As long as it stays within that, I know that he's being debuffed the whole time. On guard. So, as you saw there, I did not take a whole bunch of damage. Same thing here. I'm going to throw these. I love these debuffs. I love to keep the mob inside of here. And usually I can get all three off before I have to recover it. Now, I will show you a little bit about Rummage. This is kind of cool. So I'll press Control 9, and then this ability will become something else. And this one, it is a knife, and it does a ton of damage. See? Okay? It's nice. It's an ability. It is a dot, but you only see it every once in a while. Like I said, Rummage is random, which is kind of cool. I hope that kind of explains a little bit of how the Mariner works. Obviously, like I said, if you are a little bit, or you want some more information, you can go to my YouTube. I do have playlists with them on it. I don't know. I think the only one I don't have, I don't have a playlist for Blue Line Mariner. And then I'm updating all of them again to the ones that say timestamp to a better guide. And right now I have the Midsummer Quest for Minas Tirith guide. So if you like those, or you want to do the Midsummer Quest, I plan on releasing, which I've been planning on for a week, plan on releasing the new island, which was just added to the Quest of Midsummer Festival. The Further Home Island. That's a very fun island. I just don't have a video on it yet. So hopefully tomorrow. Let's see what we got now. We're gonna do the same thing again. Control 9. Now this time it is a stone. Now what a stone does, 5-second stun. Boom. It does a ton of damage though. But that's the thing about Rummage. It's a very unique and fun. I love it. I think it's a very cool ability, but it is random. And some of them are not useful. Stone is pretty useful. The knife is really, really useful. You can kill a boss on it. Because it's not just taking a certain amount of damage, it's taking a percentage of damage, which is kind of insane. But also, you can't control if you get it or not. We'll go through the rummage a little bit and kind of see what we get. Okay, there's going to be a double here. I'm going to show you Drama to see, okay? So he is dazed. He is completely out of it. Look at him. Look at him over there. He is so dazed, and it is still on for how many seconds now? Still on for 10 seconds. That's crazy. I can break it whenever I want. So, with this character, he can take on dungeons. Kara, Mega Von, and over on TikTok. With this dungeon, well, what's neat about him, he can break up groups very, very easily. With Yellow Line, he can take a whole group, basically null them out, and then decide how to take out each one by one. The Mariner is a very powerful class. Yellow Line is my favorite. I guess what? Class line, class trait is technically what they call them. But here we go. Ready? We'll do it again. Drama to see. That's going to bring this guy in. Let's see what we get out of Rummage. It's the knife again. He's dead. Watch, he's dead. That knife is so powerful. This guy's still stunned. Look at that. Hey, how's it going? Kara, it's so nice to see you over there. I just got back to streaming on TikTok, so it's so awesome to see you. Oh, I didn't, but I'm going to. I fell though. I fell real hard. Was not paying attention. So I hope that kind of explains the Mariner. Like I said, if you do have any questions or anything like that, you can go to YouTube, go to my playlist, go to the class of playlist you want to see. And I'm not always great at direct messaging. I do have a Discord and stuff, but I will get back to you at some point. It just might not be right away. Sometimes it is. But I just hope that explains the Mariner a little bit. The Mariner is probably one of the more complex classes, but once you get it, it's not too bad. The only other one I think is complex is... Okay, the Brawler is and it isn't. I love throwing these debuffs on. And I like to do it while I'm great up to it. See, as I will say, they did change the what, I guess the outside of that. It looks a lot better. It's a lot sharper. It's a lot easier to see. The border, I apologize. It's the border. The border before was kind of weak. It was kind of hard to see, but they did do that in an update, and I'm glad they did. It looks great. So if you, as long as you keep them in there, you'll get whatever the debuff says on this pot. I do have 3 pots. This is a very heavy pot debuff class. This is a very heavy debuff class, and a little bit of crowd control. Actually, it's a lot of crowd control, a lot of debuffs. I would say this one took over the crowd control, and the Lore Master is probably a stronger debuffer. But the Lore Master used to have a lot of stunts, and they don't anymore. I still love the Lore Master. I think Yellow's still my favorite line. But yeah, it's just not as... It's not as... They used to have like 2 very powerful stunts, which was like 6 seconds, or you could get 7 seconds of just doing damage on the creature without... that's, you know... Yeah, that's right. 82 is right. My earbud fell out. Alright, so watch. I'm going to throw a debuff on him. Keep him right in that debuff. And he'll hardly do any damage to me. That's how powerful the debuffs are in the pots. And the Lore Master, or the Mariner, is one of the only classes that use pots for debuffs. Or use pots at all, I guess. So how you think about it, blue line is like a singer, chantier. Red line is going to be like your straight up pirate, just unleash damage. And the meter itself, I like to think of it like a fencing bar. So if you lean forward too far with attacks, you will unbalance yourself and fall over. If you lean back too far in defense, you will fall backwards. So that's how I like to look at the Mariners' actual attunement bar. We did finish leveling up our champion. Now this is the cool thing. After this character gets to 90, we will literally only have, so watch this, ready? We're going to throw this. It's going to root them. We're going to debuff him. We're going to kill him. Now this guy right here, I'm going to actually throw Thrombus C on. This guy here, we're going to use Control 9. Let's see what ability we got. We have Salts. That's going to give us a little bit of a stun, but it can only be area effects. There we go. Now he's going to pull the other guys completely disabled with Thrombus C. I'm going to breathe fire on him. Now I can use my finishers. We're going to have 2 finishers, but I only needed the 1, and then I'm going to recenter. And you saw how the bar went right back to the middle. Nothing bad can happen if the bar's in the middle. If the bar's in between the first 2 gems, you're fine. You're just going to get buffs. So you'll get defensive buffs on the blue or aft side, and you'll get, on the red side, you'll get damage buffs on the red, or they call it the forward side. There we go. We got all the versers. Now, technically, I didn't stun them. I used Ballus, which is like, you know, a rope with big balls at the end of it, and it catches their feet. You probably see it in cartoons and stuff. That's technically what I used, and what it does is it roots up to 8 targets. But I do love crowd control. I think it's very fun, and I love how the man does crowd control. Same thing here. I'll stun 1, bring 1 to me. This one, just go ham. So right here, I'm kind of splitting red and blue damage together by interchanging the abilities here in the beginning. And the reason I do that is I don't want to max out my red unless I want to. If you see me max it out, you know I'm going to go for my finishers if I use the 5. Okay, so this is going to be a signature. So I do have a couple debuffs here. I'm probably going to use maybe both of them. Probably not all 3. Maybe. I mean, if it's a lot of damage, then I will. But for the most part, I'm just going to take this guy head on. I'll probably throw 1 sludge. I don't know how much health he has. 7,000. That's not that much. There we go. Finish. And done. So once again, one of the better single target DPS characters in the game. And this is in yellow line. In red line, I would absolutely shred him. In blue line, I'd probably go for some more heals. But this is still yellow line. Still does a lot of damage. Blue line still does a lot of damage. The Mariner doesn't lack for damage in any one of the class traits he goes to. When I say class traits, I mean these right here. Shanty Caller, the Duelist, and the Rogue. I used to call them specs, but I think it just makes more sense when it says class trait to call it class trait. Alright. So you did get to see, and I will be doing my videos now, my streams. I'll be talking more about the stuff that kind of help rotations, things like that. I've kind of gotten away from that, but I kind of miss doing it. So, but if anybody has anything they would like to see, or can I go this way? Any certain class and stuff. So I do plan on going through all of them and doing the playlist of builds and guides. Right now, I know I've done one build or guide for every class and at least one of the class trees. And I will get around to doing all three of them, but this week and last week, I'm going to be doing the Midsummer Festival quests, guides and stuff. And by guides, I mean just a loose guide of kind of what order you want to do stuff in. I'm a very lazy editor. And Reddit's me no matter what you do. So yeah, I'm excited to be on TikTok and streaming on there. So right now I'm streaming Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. I did do Facebook, but I don't really like how Facebook sets things up. And I definitely don't like how you have to like start streaming. It's awful. This guy, he's a big boy. And as long as you keep him in this little square here, the debuffs will be on. And that's Drama the Sea. Like I said, one of my favorite abilities. My actual favorite ability is this one right here, Rummage. And it's always something new. See, this is a knife. He's dead. It does just a little over 2,000 damage every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. And then the incoming damage is increased by 0.85% and 30% chance. So it's absolutely disgusting. That's a disgusting ability. Rummage is always random. Like you saw the one in there, you see the pot, or like the knife is a dot in damage. The stone that you saw, that is going to be a single target 5-second stun. So it can be used as a crowd control ability too. Then there's a bottle, and that does very close range stun to multiple targets. And then what else have we seen? Let's see. Okay, this is a button. What a button does is it just reminds you of home and it gives you morale. But it's also a dot or a hot. So that's one of the other random effects. That's what's neat about the Rummage ability, is it's just random. Something good can happen, something not so great. It just depends on like what the situation is and what you were looking for. Sometimes it's just absolutely useless. Now I don't know how long it actually stays up for you to be able to use it. Because like if you had just a hot on, you just kept it there. I don't know how long it'll stay. We'll try it next time. We're just going to click the button and see what comes up. We'll read it if it's something new. And then we'll decide if how long it stays up. We'll just count. Okay, here's ores. Branches. Alright, now we're going to go back. Now, I don't know if I explained the amount of combat since other people have come in yet. You scroll out quite a bit, go full speed, and then use whatever your target lock is. Mine's V, I think default is X. And then whatever your abilities are. This guy is great at both range and close combat. I am on a light mount, which means I have a lot of movability. I'm fast, but I can't take a lot of damage. Once again, I love to do red line first, then go up to green line, and then from there I decide after that. Those two, for me, are a must. So I do have 3 very close abilities, and then I can also sprinkle some range attacks while... Ooh, my mount got taken. I'm not used to my mount taking that much damage because I'm usually on a heavy mount or a heavy bridle. I'm on medium mount for mobility, but then a heavy bridle, which does help you not take a lot of damage. This one is going to be, I got to be careful having something stay close to me or dots, things like that. And then I can also just slow down, do a circle around the front one. Right. Nope, I hurt myself. Oh, let's do this. Kara. This person hasn't been in for a long time, so we're going to actually rename our mount to Kara, who's a special viewer over on TikTok. I'm awful at making names up, so I just like do characters, other people that are in on that are viewers. I do viewer names and stuff because I'm just awful at it. Okay. I thought we had a quest here, but I guess we don't. Once again, Lord of the Rings Online is free to play, free to download. A very fun game. If you're going to start a new one, make sure you start on one of the 64-bit servers. The 32-bit servers are going to go completely dark after August 31st. So all the servers will be upgraded to, the newer ones will be 64-bit. There's no need to be on a 32-bit. Because you won't be on there very long if you do. Okay, see, I feel like there's something here. There we go. There we go. I'm doing something. Okay, ensure madness. Ribbon and south. So let's zoom in. Gotta find the source of evil. Oh, there we go. Alright, so what we're gonna do first, do this. We're gonna do Alt 3, which is gonna put all of them to sleep. It is a kind of a shorter daze, but what it does is up to 8 targets who are on me. So I do use it when mobs are very close to me and they scare me. And that is called volatile salts. So when things go awry, a lot of trouble, I will do that. Oh, there's some stuff in here. Okay, salamanders. Grab it. Grab it. Okay, let's see what our next rummage ability will be. Also, if you don't know if you have a deed or something, you can actually just hover the mouse over the mob, and it'll tell you. Oh, let's do this. Okay, it's a knife. Here's the thing, this knife is almost an instant killer. See? 1 tick, 2 tick. Now the one thing is you want to kind of get used to is leading them into this Demos. The pots. So I like to throw my pot very, very late and very close to the bottom. We will probably, let's see. Same thing. We're going to do volatile salts. I'm going to just attack this guy. I'm going to blow fire. Guard myself. Okay, now we gotta go get some vile branches and go to the cave. That's vile. Yeah, that's vile branches. I said vile because I can't. That one in Wash Valley. This was right across here is where my champion was at. Debuffs. Now see, if I set here, I'm going to get parried for 10 seconds with 50% damage. So the buff will actually linger on you for a bit. Every one of them is 10 seconds. There we go. We got all these guys. And recenter. All right. That's a champion. You can hear it. I'll throw a bottle. I drink the bottle. That's a heal. Toss the bottle. In fact, you actually used to throw it on the ground. I don't think you do that anymore, but you used to. A corpse. Maybe the one ring is on it. We'll find out. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. All right. All right, let's go ahead and do this. There we go. All right, so I want to thank you guys so much. It is an honor and a privilege to get to stream for you guys, for real. Thank you guys so much on YouTube who joined us tonight. Always Twitch, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much on whoever showed up on TikTok. I know I'm new streaming there, but thank you guys so much. With that, I want to thank everybody who followed, rated, bits, gifted, everybody who lurked, everybody who chatted, everybody who hung out. Thank you guys so much. I believe next fall will be so at the end of the summer will be at that I've been doing streaming mostly every day for about a year. So thank you guys so much. With that, I want everybody to know we are 2 followers away from a Care Bear stream. We are 7 subs away from a Tater stream and 410 bits away from a Teletubby stream, and that is where I dress up like that. I have custom music for the stream, and I think it's a lot of fun, and we enjoy ourselves, and we mess around and party. So thank you guys so much, and until I see you guys, I might stream tomorrow. I don't know yet. Definitely be on Monday on Elder Scrolls Online, and until I see you guys again, may the hairs on your toes grow ever longer. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Epic move. Teletubby, some will watch us fly under this enchanted